You, Will.
Me, Bob.
Some stuff about Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty. What's it called?
Black
Ops 3. Something about the last gen version.
Yeah.
You know, we don't like last gen versions.
Well, you don't like last gen versions.
I don't like last gen versions.
So basically, Call of Duty 3 on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 will not be getting a single-player campaign.
Good, screw them.
They will be getting apparently the full multiplayer suite and zombies mode.
Zombies. Okay.
Yeah, but not the usually 6 to 7 hour single-player campaign. They're going to sell it at a discount for $49.99.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, $49.99 instead of $59.99. I don't know. Looks like it will come with a copy of the original Black Ops. Look at that.
Wow. That's a damn good deal.
Yeah. So, here's the thing about this. Oh, there's two things really. One, I remember like when this generation of gaming started a few years ago, there's always been talk of will Activision ever release a multiplayer-only Call of Duty? Because there's the prevailing theory is that everyone just plays the multiplayer, no one really plays the single player.
Right.
And there was the idea that Activision will just release a multiplayer version. There was an idea that Activision will release Call of Duty a la carte. You pay, this for single player, this for multiplayer, this for zombies. If you want it all together, we'll give it to you for a discounted price.
Right. That would be bad.
That would be not fun. I'll say that. Here it looks like this could be them testing the waters on that.
I don't think so. No, I think that they're just doing this because it's very expensive to do a single player.
The official reason is the campaign is too ambitious for old consoles to handle.
Yes, I totally believe that.
Yeah.
And there's so much that Call of Duty has so much in it.
Yeah.
Like the Black Ops 2, it was like amazing how much was in there.
Yeah.
You had the zombies, you had Zork. Whole version of Zork was in it.
That was the first one.
The first one?
That was the first one.
Whatever.
Yeah, but still.
You know
yeah,
what I mean.
no, they packed so much into the multiplayer.
Yeah, and so many people. I never play zombies.
Yeah.
So many people play zombies.
Yeah, I dabble in zombies every now and then.
And
it's fun.
This new zombies looks gigantic.
Yeah.
And you even the collector's edition is all zombied out. It's all about the zombies.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna play it. So that's a whole part of the game that I am never gonna play. And another big part is the multiplayer.
Yeah.
I feel like campaign isn't even a big deal anymore. They sink a lot of money into it. I'm definitely going to play it once and then never again. I'll probably never even remember half the things I do in it.
I know.
And it's best if they focus on the new gen stuff.
Well, the thing about, dropping the campaign, Call of Duty used to be known for its campaigns. All the biggest stuff happens in the campaigns. Not surviving, getting nuked in Call of Duty First Modern Warfare, no Russian in the Second Modern Warfare, things like that. Memes like the numbers, Mason. What does it mean? Like those all stem from the single player aspect of the game.
My favorite moments in Call of Duty were from the single player.
Yeah,
definitely.
And there is definitely a fan base of people who like the single player. I am certainly one of those people. I think the problem is because it became annualized.
Yes.
The single player just became, this homogenous mass where there was no real difference from one year to the next. They'll try and dress it up with fancy moments, or in Black Ops 2, you can select your own path and stuff. But other than that, it really was like the same thing every year.
It's pretty much just a reskin every year.
Yeah.
And that whole choose your path thing in Black Ops 2, garbage. Complete garbage.
There were like multiple endings, but all the endings were kind of disappointing.
I never once felt like I had a choice in that game.
No,
because they don't give you a clear choice. Like that spoilers for Black Ops 2. There's one part where where your friend is being held hostage, and you have to either shoot him or shoot the guy or something.
You either have to shoot the guy or shoot
him.
You have to. I think you can shoot up to 3 people. It's like your one teammate, your other teammate, or the guy holding them hostage.
Oh.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't remember.
But they don't tell you any of this. So what I did, I was like, I don't want to kill him. So what I'm going to do is shoot him in the leg. And I shot him in the leg and he died. So my choice was not an option. And I didn't know what my choices were.
But I mean, there are ways to do that and do it well.
Yes.
Spec Ops The Line, spoiler alerts for Spec Ops The Line. There's a part in the game where you come to like a bridge and there's two people hanging on the bridge. And like the voice on the radio says, you need to pick one of these people to die. And by the way, if you don't pick, we got snipers, they'll take you out. So you can either, kill the one guy, kill the other guy, kill them both, kill the snipers. If you want, they don't tell you any of this.
But they give you enough options.
They give you enough information for you to make your choice.
The thing with that, like, in order to feel like you're completely immersed, that you have complete control, is to give you a plethora of options.
Yeah.
For Black Ops, they only gave you a few.
Well, because Call of Duty is, just so linear.
Yeah.
At this point, they really can't do much with the formula. Especially, I feel like the fact that it's annualized really is preventing it from doing anything new, like go open world or be much more branching with its paths.
I don't blame them for being linear. I don't blame them.
There's nothing wrong with linearity.
Yeah, and I don't blame them for not having a plethora of options because that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that was not revolutionary. Yeah. It was not as revolutionary as they made it out to be. It's not as revolutionary as a lot of review sites made it out to be.
It was revolutionary for Call of Duty, but that's not saying much. Anything would be.
What was revolutionary was at the end after the credits when the big bad guy, the main bad guy, and the dude in the wheelchair played with Atreyu.
Avenged Sevenfold.
Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged Seven? Yeah,
it was
Avenged
Sevenfold.
Oops, got my ridiculous metal bands mixed up.
You did.
But yeah, I don't care that they're completely taking out the campaign for old gen. I think they just shouldn't make an old gen version, period. But the fact that it's cheaper means that they care.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely. I think it was on IGN. Somebody said this just goes to show you that a Call of Duty campaign is only worth $10.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, this does beg the question, because let's look at it like this. Right now, there are more PS3s and 360s out in the world than there are PS4s and Xbox Ones.
Yes.
You're putting out a game that's cheaper on those consoles than it is on the current gen console. Do you think that if more people buy the last gen versions than the current gen versions because it's cheaper and there's only multiplayer, do you think Activision's going to see that and say, hey, maybe there's something to this multiplayer-only Call of Duty that's sold at a lower price. Let's try to do something like that going forward.
I think it's possible, but I don't think that the last-gen versions will sell more. Or a significantly more, I don't think they'll sell a significant amount.
Okay.
I think because most people who are going to want it are going to want it on the new gen stuff.
Yeah.
They won't downgrade because it's cheaper. You know, I think paying that $10 premium.
If you have an Xbox One or a PS4, you're obviously going to get that version.
Right.
If you haven't made that jump yet,
right.
This might not be the thing that makes you go, oh, I really want to play that Call of Duty campaign. I better get a new system. This will probably make you say, this is actually a smart idea. I wish more companies would do this.
Well, the people who are going to buy the last gen versions are people who are playing with their friends and who get just Call of Duty every year because they don't feel the need to upgrade.
Yeah.
And Call of Duty has been coming out for last gen consoles. I think if you're a group of friends, let's say you buy Call of Duty every year and you only buy the last gen consoles because your friends haven't upgraded yet. You and your friends haven't upgraded yet. You're going to buy this one anyway, and you're going to play with your friends anyway.
Right.
And your whole group of friends is going to do it. And it's going to be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't what's going to make you upgrade to the next gen consoles.
Right.
If Call of Duty stopped making last gen console games,
make you jump. Yeah.
Then you would want the new console. But then there would have to be a whole new marketing campaign. They'd have to make limited edition bundles and stuff so that you can do it. That'll probably be next year.
Yeah.
I don't think this will lead to them making piecemeal versions of the game, like buy the multiplayer, buy the campaign, I think this will lead to them cutting out last gen completely.
It could be, they start eliminating features from the last gen version over time. Like next year, they'll just remove zombies and it'll be multiplayer only, and then the year after that, there'll be even less until it's just finally gone. I think the NHL series that EA puts out, like they've been slowly removing features from the last gen version.
Right.
So
I think they'll just cut it out completely. I don't think Call of Duty will go so like piecemeal.
No,
I don't think so. I think that's for other companies.
Yeah.
Even though I wouldn't mind just buying multiplayer for $20.
Yeah, or cool. Like if the single player really is $10, I mean that's not a bad deal.
But that's not how they would do it. They would be like $30 for the multiplayer, $30 for the campaign, $30 for zombies. That's how they would do it. And then all of a sudden the game's $90.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah, no, they're not that crazy.
They make enough money on it as it is. Mm-hmm. Is that it?
I think that's it.
What do you guys think about Call of Duty? Oh, I almost threw up because I said Call of Duty too many times in this video. And their last gen version not having all stuff.
Yeah, are you still stuck behind in last gen? Are you okay with not playing the single player of a Call of Duty game this year?
A lot of people surprisingly ask me if I play Destiny on PS3.
Really?
Yeah. Still, it's very surprising.
I know people who, were playing Destiny on Xbox 360, like, up until recently.
Yeah.
So.
Up until the major price drop.
Yeah.
Anyway, leave in the comments below, on Twitter, all the social media garbage. Do one thing if you haven't. Subscribe.
Yes.
And also,
like
talk
and
to us in the
share
comments.
and talk and whatnot. The stuff we usually ask you to do at the end of the videos.
Yes. Next week.
Yes.
Comic-Con.
New York Comic-Con.
We'll be there.
We will.
Pretty much the whole weekend.
Say hi to us.
And yeah.
And other stuff.
Thank you guys very much.
Have a good week. Look at artists like Rob Liefeld or Todd McFarlane. Even when they're not specifically writing the book, their art alone is enough to overshadow what the writer is trying to say. Hell, that's part of the reason why they left Marvel to form Image in the early 90s. The idea that people were coming to see what they had to say, not the writers. Super Smash Bros. Is a great example of the evolution of Nintendo's UX and UI design. Don't get me wrong, some of these menus are gorgeous. They just don't function right.